Alright, y'all, 7 back with another video. Got my boy.
Jalen got fans here.
Okay. And y'all, we had him on our show previously before, so it's our second time. We're gonna kind of catch up with him. But reintroduce yourself.
Well, my name is Jalen Chandler. You know what I'm saying? Known by Jalen got fans. I play basketball, do photography. You know what I'm saying? And I engineer on the side a little bit too.
So, what changed from last time we interviewed to now? Like, what's the difference?
My life has changed a lot since the last time you interviewed me.
Okay.
So, I'd say the main thing that changed about me was I'm a bit wiser now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been trying to speak into people. Like, I've just trying to speak God into people because I realized, like, I had a situation where my close friend actually got shot, right? And like, I already knew God was real, but like, I knew God was like real, like I felt His presence after that because she survived. She survived it, and I was like, yo, I gotta start changing. Cause I was okay a little bit. I was going down the wrong path. I don't want to get too deep into that, but I was about to go through down the wrong path. But then after that situation, it made me realize that God's actually real.
So that was like a wake up call that kind of brought your attention back. It kind of brought you back down to the right path that you need to be on, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, and that's like funny you say that too, because as human beings, it's like sometimes we get drifted off. The only way for God to get our attention is for something to happen that's drastic and it involves us to step in and want to change and stuff like that.
Yeah, He speaks about that in the Bible too.
He does. I'm gonna quote like a scripture, a verse to kind of fit in it so it can correlate. But basketball, talk about basketball. Like, how have you improved as a player?
Well, I've been in the gym a lot, whether it's weight room or like training. You know what I'm saying? Um, Actually, my basketball season I didn't just end, but since the summer. But during my basketball season, before I had to sit out, I was averaging 20 points. Like I was one of the top scorers in 4A East. So before I sat out, I was averaging 20 points. Like it was felt real easy. The game came to me easier. You know what I'm saying? And once I sat out, my coach kind of put me on a minute restriction, so I didn't get the. I still played good. Like I still had double digit points every game, but it wasn't just 20 points. So my thing got lower, and I wasn't able to win all conference because I didn't get to play first half of the conference. So none of the coaches got to see me play for real. But now I had offer from JCC, but I ended up not going. I ended up going the prep route to Lake Riley Prep, and yeah, my coach is working in to get some college coaches to talk to me and everything. So everything's just been cool so far. I've just been chilling. So
all right. So one question, I asked you last time. Who is your player comparison?
Okay.
I want to see if it changed or was it the same.
Okay. So I said Fran VanVleet last time. Okay. But I was talking to my friends about it. They said I put like Emmanuel Quickly, and one of my closer friends said I play like Shea. So I can see the Shea comparison. I don't really quite see the Emmanuel Quickly comparison. Maybe I don't really watch him a lot, but I can see the Shea Gilgeous-Alexander comparison.
Okay. Y'all want a 1v1? Y'all think I could beat him? Yeah, y'all seen the clips of me playing, bro. Y'all think I could beat him? We're gonna do a 1v1. We're gonna be 1v1.
Okay, bet.
We put some bread up. We put some bread up. Bet. But nah, yeah, I gotta hoop my ass off. I ain't trying to lose that bread. But yeah, man, it's good to see that you're doing good, that you're healthy, bro. You're back at nothing's wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? God's been working your life and He's been moving and stuff like that. That's important. Us men, you know, it's easy for us to fall because there's so many things that we go through and there's so many things that we face every day that can push us in the wrong direction. Sometimes we feel like we know what's best. We feel like we know what we need to do, but, you know, God knows what needs to be done and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, you know, one thing that's kind of been on my mind, I've been seeing a lot. It's like where the world is in social media, it's like we're always trying to be in competition with each other. Why do you feel like, you know, everybody's trying to be in competition with each other?
Well, first off, I would like to say comparison is the thief of joy. You know what I'm saying? People like to compare themselves to other people because they want to make themselves feel better of each other. Better about themselves. Right. I can say that. So that's why people compare each other a lot. I don't really like to compare myself to people unless it's a situation where I would have to, like if I'm in a debate or an argument or anything, that I would have to. But I would never just randomly just outburst and do a comparison. So like that's the reason why I feel like people compare themselves to each other, which is not a good thing. So
what can we do to like kind of like stop comparing ourselves and be willing to clap for the other person?
Do you want God related answer or like just a personal?
Give me
answer?
both. Give me both.
Okay, so for a personal answer, I would say Eagles would have to come here to here because sometimes when people compare themselves, it's more of just a egotistical thing. But God in the Bible, they said, humble yourself. You know what I'm saying? Stay put to whatever you're doing by yourself instead of like trying to compare yourself to people to make yourself feel better or compare yourself to somebody else just for them to argue and stuff because it's not right. So
Right. Okay. And then, I think that a lot of reasons why too that when you say people compare themselves is because they feel like they're having a loss of gain in their life. Like they're not gaining as the next same person. Sometimes we go on social media, right? We see that person with a nice car. We see the way they're living or the aesthetic, right? We want that. But we have to remember that, like you said, comparison is the thief of joy. Us wanting to compare ourselves to having that lifestyle and wanting to be like that, that puts us in a position to start trying to make things happen on our own. Especially for people who believe in God, we see what happens for trying to make stuff happen on your own. You typically mess up when you run into a wall. But we let God's time and patience come. He puts you in a position to a point where He'll open that door for you. But not only that, when He gives it to you, it stays. You don't lose it and whatnot.
Yeah.
For our generation, what would you tell the person, like, if you see that, you spot it, what would you tell that person in our generation, like, to kind of help them unite, you know what I'm saying, not want to be comparing themselves or going against the next person that they see?
Well, it's really one answer. I'd say just get closer to God because the Bible has so many books and so many chapters. Like it's crazy the things that you will find like in the Bible. So once you feel that word, and if you know the Spirit is real, then you would understand that comparing yourself just was not really it for you. So.
And we see it so much now, like especially like we see it with females. It's like they do certain things to like make themselves look better than the next woman or next female, or whatever the terminology like you guys want to use, women, female, or girl. But we see it a lot, and it's like, what can we do to kind of like not change and fix the situation, but what can we do to like help that? You know what I'm saying? To kind of like not condone it, but to or not to condone it, but don't judge at the same time.
Well, for girls, it's really much harder because, like, girls wouldn't really like I'd say listen through. Like, if it's a girl that really wants to stop doing it, then they'll actually listen to somebody. But like the girls this generation would just compare themselves. Like they roam mind free. So it's like I say stuff to do about it, but I'll just talk it into them. And if they don't want to talk to him, it's just like it's dead after that. So
yeah. I definitely get you with that. Certain women, like, they have a fixed mindset, and then there's some that actually like are really wise and know a lot. And I feel like women, you guys gotta stop comparing yourselves to the next person. You don't have to have the aesthetic of that person because you feel like they're happy, because you never know, they might be using it as a cover up to make them feel a certain way or whatnot. I feel like if you are where you're at in life, you make your own life for yourself, but you figure out what that life is for yourself and how you want and whatnot. I would tell I would tell a girl, I would ask them, like, what makes you want to be like that? Like, why would you want to live like that? Like, and then when I find out what's the source of it, I don't want to judge them, because when you judge somebody, they get defensive. And they're quick to argue, get argumentative, or show toxic habits or character traits. So it's like I would try to like tell them a way to show them that their worth is worthy of being themselves and stuff like that. How do you feel about like people coming together and like just working together to build?
See, that's what we need more of. I feel like it's not more of working together in the generation no more. It's more of like you're not by my side and you're just not by my side type of vibe. So yeah, I like when people come together. So especially with my friend group, we all come together when it comes to certain things we talk about. So
how would you bring some? Because a lot of people, they feel like they're awkward or like they're not gonna feel comfortable. Like, how would you present that to them? Hey, like, have you ever been a person and be like, hey, bro, come chill with us?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the type of person that have been like that, but like I like to help people like speaking a word into them, or like just trying to help them off their feet. It's like me getting closer with Jesus has just been like I've just seen the world differently. So yeah, like to answer your question, I'm not the type of person to do that, but I will be willing to do that.
All right. I've always been the type of person, I'm like, me and you work together. I can help you get to your goals and get to my goals. But it's like, I don't know. I feel like so many people, they see you doing something that they're not used to doing, or the way they don't do it, and they feel like, oh, nah, like I'm good, like you're good. But my thing is, it's like I'm the type of person like I want to unify because in the Bible it talks about iron sharpens iron,
Yeah.
friend sharpens friend.
Yeah.
So I feel like we should be sharpening each other and whatnot. But there's just so many people out there in the world who want to have their own friend groups, who want to have their own groups. Like if you're not part of the friend group, then like we're not gonna. But we shouldn't be like that. And I feel like the reason why too that the world is like that and that motive has been driven is by just not social media, but like the way that the people who have power to influence us, the way the stuff that they pit stuff and present it to us and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like if you have a certain amount of followers, I'm not gonna text you back or I'm not gonna DM you back because you don't have many followers me. Or if I'm doing this type of content and I don't like your content, I'm not gonna let you come work with me. But you never know. You work with that person could open the door.
Exactly.
And I feel like, we spend so much time trying to either fit in or push that person that they can't fit in what we want and stuff like that. But I don't feel like we should be like that. I honestly feel like we should work together. If you got 5 people, right, and each 5 of those people strive in something, that whole 5 people gonna strive and be bigger than them being by themselves or whatnot. If you have 6 people that hoop and all y'all want to make it, potentially all 6 people can make it because 6 minds with the energy, the perspective, the drive, and the work and the work ethic, it pushes you. The energy pushes you into that goal of you wanting to make that. But also too, we gotta be realistic too, right? We can't be like, oh, we finna all get rich because everybody might not have that rich mentality and stuff like that. But I definitely feel like, like we should work together. So, where we're from, Raleigh, North Carolina, right? Like, what's it like trying to like be cool with people down here, bro? Like, cause like we in the Raleigh, North Carolina, man. Like,
well, you'd be surprised. Like, it's a lot of cool people in North Carolina. Like, I never would be like it's been hard.
All right, so I wouldn't say that it's been hard making friends with people or it's been hard like finding people, but okay, it's hard finding like-minded people. Because for me, I'm the type of person. It's like I pick God first, everything that I do. So it's like I can't do certain things because if I do, it's gonna contradict what I believe in. But it's also gonna make God seem like He's not real. Because if I say okay, I'm not gonna drink, smoke, or party, right, and I start doing it, that's gonna take away from God's power. Not it's gonna take away, but it's gonna like mess up the relationship that I have because people are gonna be like, oh, you're supposed to be doing this, and it is hard because we're human, we make mistakes. But we have to set an example too. So for me, it's like I've been like wanting to surround myself around people who want to work together, who want to build, who can isolate themselves, but we can come together and get certain places and pick out first in a situation. And I feel like here it's been hard, especially like trying to do content, because it's like people will like be like, oh yeah, let's do it, but when it comes down to it, they can't keep their word, they don't stick to it. So it's just like, I guess, it'll come naturally. You can't force it. And that's why like it comes naturally, you can't force it. Like because like I met you, like you're cool and stuff like that. And that's why we can like have these type of conversations and stuff like that. Because we kinda, are more aligned, but we also too want to grow and develop and become better men. So it's like the energy intertwines when we have a conversation and stuff like that. But I definitely feel though, like
we also agree on each other a lot.
We respect each other's minds and like opinions and stuff like that. But I definitely, understand what you mean by like, being in high school, right? You had that foundation with those people you called your brothers and sisters. Because really, like, you can call somebody a friend, but calling them brother, like sister, that's like blood. Like I feel like you my blood and stuff like that. And that's important to have that stuff like that.
Yeah, and also have a question. What do you think about say hypothetically we're in you had a friendship like a brother or sister relationship, but you're not really blood, but it was brother and sister, right? And you're talking to somebody and the person that you're talking to not friends with your brother's like your sister, and your sister just wouldn't forgive them like for what they did, and the Bible talks about forgiveness a lot. So what do you think about having to make a choice, which you shouldn't have to make a choice, but the person, your sister wants you to make a choice on it.
If she wants me to make a choice, that means at that point I have to make a choice, because if I don't make a choice, they might choose for me. My thing is, if you can't forgive somebody, then how you can forgive me?
Exactly.
So I'm a forgiving person, no matter what you do, because God forgives me for what I've done. I've done crazy stuff in my life. So it's like I'm not gonna make a choice, but I'm gonna let them know I'm not gonna like destroy my relationship with this person just because the relationship with that person is not the best. I would try to find a solution so where we can all be cool and talk it out. But at that point, it's like if that person is not open minded enough to do that, then I'm not gonna force you. But I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm not gonna talk to you. I would let them know my respects and my rules, and I have enough emotional intelligence to not disregard how they feel. But at the same time, I would definitely like set the standard that like, hey, like I'm cool with both of y'all. It's a mutual, you feel me? But I'm not finna just cut that person off because you want me to. That makes sense.
Yes, that makes sense. Like it's just like I had a situation like that. I had a situation like that, and I had to get your input on it because we were talking about friends sharpen friends, iron
sharpens.
Yeah.
And sometimes people in life they do make you choose, but you gotta remember that like they don't have the power to do that. You choose what you want to do,
exactly.
But you make the best decision possible so that both parties know that you're being fair. You're not picking sides.
And it shouldn't even get to a situation where you do have to choose, especially if the person you're talking to wants to talk it out and forgive, but you don't want to forgive. So it's like I had to make a choice to cut off one of my sisters. So
it happens though, we can't in life like we can't move with everybody. Sometimes we can't go to the next level with everybody. Some people we gotta like let them be. But as long as we show love and respect for them and pray for that person, God's gonna handle that and allow that person to go on their path, we go on our path.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say to the camera though before we end it, man?
I'd like to share a verse. Okay. 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 31 says, whatever you do, do it for the glory of God. You know what I'm saying? I'll take that verse with everything because how people be saying put God first. No. I don't it might sound crazy, but I don't put God first. I put God in the center of everything I do. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So I put family first and then whatever goes after that on so on. I don't want to get into that because I might sound a little dumb. Right. But I put God in the center of everything I do. I don't put God first. Right. So I wanted to share that verse to y'all.
Hey man. That note, some motivation from my boy John. I appreciate you, my man. We'll see you on the next episode. Yeah.
See y'all.